Hi, today I'll be making a fresh Malaysian seafood noodle. The excitement is I'll be making my own noodle today. It's really satisfying to know that you have made your own noodle. You can experiment this with many shapes and sizes. I have done this previously. Kids are handy in the kitchen to help you make noodles. Make sure you have a nice working surface to make. Just combine the salt with the flour and make a big hole wide enough to put 5 eggs. Add 1 egg at a time. You can do it directly onto this or do it on a dish and put it in. Today I'm doing it directly into this because I'm lazy to wash too many dishes. A little bit of olive oil. Just use a fork and start beating, and little by little start adding the flour and keep on beating until you need to use the whole surface. You can see it's getting messy, so I'm going to use my hands and knead the. It's quite a lumpy dough, but start kneading it. You may have to add a little bit of water at a time just to get the proper consistency of a good nice. Well, you have to knead at least for about 10 minutes. So this was my morning exercise. I have got a nice. I'm keeping it covered. I don't want it drying up, so I have kept it for a good 1.5. I'm dividing the dough into 4 pieces so that's easy to work with the smaller. You can use a pasta maker if you have one. I do have one, but I feel it's more thrilling to do it. But also I'm lazy to wash the pasta maker. Keep rolling and pulling the dough in both. You can use your rolling pin to stretch the dough as well. It's actually a fun thing to do. You'll enjoy making your noodles. You can experiment with different sizes, shapes. It's a lot of fun, believe me. Try not to use too much of. When your dough is nice and thin, you can just roll both sides like this. You just roll it to make it easier to cut it into strips. When folding it in, don't tighten this. Now you can cut the strips. That's the size of the noodle you want. I'm going to cut it a little thick. I want it to be different from the ones in the stove. See, my beautiful ribbons all ready. Now they go into a boiling hot water to be cooked perfectly. When it gets lighter in color, you know it's boiled. It takes a very short. Just wash it with some cold water once it's done. Let's make our seafood mix. I'm trying out this new grater that I got, and it's quite cute, don't you think? Into a processor, some ginger, garlic and the chili, and a little. I have some veggies. You can use mushrooms or any veggies you like. I'm using olive oil today, so put some olive oil, the onions and the gorgeous red paste that we made. And can you see the rich color? Season it with salt, pepper and some soya sauce, oyster sauce and a little bit of sesame oil and some tomato sauce at this stage. Stir it all up. Add in your veggies first. I don't want my shrimp to cook too fast, so I'm going to put it next. So when the vegetables are cooking slightly, I'm going to add all my seafood to this. There goes all the gorgeous seafood now. So there goes my tomato sauce. Now I'm adding in my fresh noodles. Just keep stacking it because we are going to put a little bit of water and keep. I wash my processor and I'm adding that water to this noodle. Little bit of ketchup over there and cook the noodles, and it's ready. And I proudly serve my homemade noodles.